Hello, my fellow human beings, and welcome to episode 9, holy crap, of The Best Blessed Life. I'm your best host, Kristen, and today's topic, have you ever purchased a lottery ticket hoping that you would lose, or don't you have any confidence that I would learn? Before we get started, I want to make sure you guys have paper and pencil handy just in case you have any questions, comments, suggestions, ideas, that kind of stuff that you want to write in the comment section, but maybe you just want to notes, if you want to keep notes for later on too. There might be something extremely monumental coming out of my mouth you might not want to miss. And then also I want to say thank you so much to everybody for your continued support. Please continue to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I do truly want to hear from you. Give me some suggestions. I know I need to stop saying I know I do. I'm really trying to work on it. But without a script, I kind of am lacking for words sometimes. So I apologize for that. And the other thing I do is go like a lot. So I'm working on that too, I noticed. And then the third thing is there's a little bit of a surprise at the end, so hang in there. It might be exciting for you, it might not be, I don't know, we'll see. But this topic came from an investor speech that I was putting together for my coffee house / community center. Basically the same title. The ending was, "Don't you have any trust in me?" Or faith, I think I might have put at one point. One of those two words. And you're asking yourself, the other question is, what does purchasing a lottery ticket have to do with you watching my channel, right? But the confidence part is what I'm really looking for, and I want you to have the same confidence in yourself and invest in yourself as much as you do plopping down however much money to purchase a lottery ticket. And the odds of winning are 303 million to 1. So I would bet more on yourself than the lottery. That's just me. But looking up confidence in the, and I'm going to have to say this slowly, thesaurus. It's a horrible word, by the way. I came across the fact that it meant positiveness, which is what this channel is all about. So I want you to trust me that I will not steer you wrong on this channel. Nothing I'm ever going to say to you is anything to ever hurt you or make you think poorly of yourself. It is all about positive, confident, or power. Remember, we're breathing in positivity and power. We're blowing out negativity and pain. So I promise I will never steer you wrong. So the next thing I want to know in the comment section is whether or not y'all are trying some of the things that I suggested. So maybe setting your alarm clock for 10 to 15 minutes earlier, or setting your actual clock 10 to 15 minutes later so that you are getting up early. You know what that means. Anyway, not only that, but I don't think I've ever recommended anything that's really going to cost you anything but a little bit of time. You don't even really have to invest too much in the actual going somewhere or spending of money. I don't think I've asked you to do either so far. I'm trying to recall. And I don't think I would ever ask you to go anywhere or try anything that you haven't already done before. Because let's face it, if you like it, you're going to want to do it more than, say, something you're scared about. Sometimes that excites some people, and I get that, And if you're that kind of like a thrill seeker type of person, that might be something you might want to invest in. But this is all about investing time and energy in yourself, and respecting yourself. And respect means, and I looked it up, I got it here, a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. So you almost look at the person with a sense of pride, and I want that for you. So we're going to go back to investing time and energy in yourself. And we have been kind of going over some things that would help you feel better about yourself. So we talked about stretching in the morning. Remember, getting all stretched out, getting those nice deep breaths in through the nose, making sure the stomach fills, our lungs fill with air. You want that rib cage nice and full. And then as you blow out, everything should be nice and sucked in as tight as you can be so you're nice and tall. But what I wanted to go over was some stretches I did today while I was walking. Let me talk about the walk real quick. And the steps I have are, that's not right. It says 6962, but I'm going to say about 6690, almost 6,700 of those were actually from my walk. So, the stretches that I did incorporated a scarf that I had on. Oh, before I forget, I'm representing DU hockey. Go DU. I can't wait for college hockey to start. And I had my DU scarf on. So I took it off. It's a long one. So if you got long arms, you might not need to fold it in half. But for me, I'm a shorty. So folding it in half works well. So what I did was, as I was walking, I was stretching my arms up over my head, pulling one arm to one side, and what I was doing was actually gently pulling in opposite directions so they get stretched on both sides. Maybe even pull back a little bit if that feels nice. And then I would go back up to the top, and then I would move to the other side, and I'd get that gentle opposite pulling going on. Again, we're not doing anything outrageous or kooky. We're just trying to stretch out our body and get as elongated and relaxed and into ourselves as possible. This is just a little bit of investment, and it's a walk, some deep breathing, and some stretches with a scarf that you already have. I did some where I pulled it out in front of me. Again, still opposite pulling. Maybe I want to go this way a little more. So opposite pulling, right? So I did this one where you're down and back. Now, some people can't rotate their shoulder or shouldn't be putting their arms up over the head, and you know who you are, so you know what stretches you can do and which ones you can't. So please follow your doctor's orders on any stretching or any physical activity. The next one I did was I actually pulled this one behind me, and I bent my arms so that I had this stretch going out in front of me, or out behind me, sorry. I don't know if you can see or not. My palms are up, and then I pulled it down, and then I switched my palms around so that they're facing away from my body, and then I was pulling the scarf in opposite directions like I did in the front, and then I was also pulling up, palms aimed towards the sky, breathing. Kind of stretch the shoulders, which I didn't do on the walk, which I now wish I had. The shoulder rolls are nice. Cracky, cracky, cracky. All the shoulder bones are cracking. This is also something that you can use sitting down. You can wrap it around your legs and do some out. I don't know if you'll be able to see me. I don't think you will. But you have it nice and tight and you have it pull. Use it as resistance is what we're doing, essentially. So the scarf came in really handy. I felt like I could walk a little more because my neck started to loosen up. When you start to walk, you get into that position where you start to go back into that curled C that I was talking about last episode. And just these stretches kind of help me just get up nice and tall again. Now that I have been working on correcting my walk, my stance, my posture. I know I talked about it with you, was it last episode? About how I was feeling disconnected from the waist down because I was starting to get the upper half nice and elongated, the shoulders down and relaxed. I was getting relaxed, I was getting some nice deep breaths in. But noticed that my legs had no idea what they were doing. Now, I have been kind of checking in with myself as far as walking goes and realized that it's getting better. You're going to have a little bit of soreness here and there along the way when you're adjusting yourself, only because your body is not used to being in those positions. But believe me, it is probably a position it should have been in a long time ago. I realize now mine's probably from a ski lift that I fell from or got pushed. I'm not sure which. Excuse me. But I want you to invest in yourself and invest this time to stretch. Get the body feeling like it can accomplish a few more steps. I thought for sure I was going to have to go straight home because I was starting to get cold. I really bundled myself up really well this time, so I was very proud of myself on that one. But I said to myself, I am going to go home. I am getting cold. But after doing the stretches with the scarf, I noticed that I felt a little better. My lungs felt a little fuller. And I said, I could go a little bit more, one more block up. And I did one more block up, and I did one more block over. So there you go. The stretches did help. And it felt good to just keep walking and doing them because I was already walking. You might as well throw the stretching in too if you could do both at the same time. Kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. But I want you to invest this time and energy in yourself. Respect yourself enough. I told you what respect means. You wouldn't go back to a place or go back to a person that did not treat you with respect. I would hope. I mean, there's, giving them another chance type of thing, but how many chances are you going to give yourself to get your body right? I'm going to tell you, if you get everything else sitting pretty, and you realize that this food issue has nothing to do with food, you're going to go so many places. I promise. I want you to have this confidence. I want you to learn this confidence. I promise you. But I want you to understand the difference between respect and disrespect. So I'm going to give you an example. I was in a large chain home goods store. Home Goods was not the name of the store. And I was at the register getting checked out, and I kind of had a minute where I flipped. I didn't say anything nasty. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't. I mistakenly thought the cashier was going to rip up something of mine. And I had a flip for a second, like I said, and I flipped back real quick and I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought that you started to rip up blah, blah, blah. So she proceeded to turn to the customer behind me and start saying things like, I can't believe she thought I was going to rip up her blah, 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 blah. So I said her name, because I saw her name tag. I said, "Are you seriously standing there talking about me while I'm standing right here?" I couldn't believe it. I mean, blatant disrespect. And as I said those words, she proceeded to just keep talking to the customer behind me. And I looked at I even believe I looked at the customer and said, "Can you believe she's talking about me while I'm standing right here?" And the lady was just like, "Oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable right now. I don't know what to do." But she shamefully kept going. And it got to the point where, like I said, we were all kind of embarrassed. And I said, "This is so disrespectful, I'm going to complain." Now, here's where I disrespected myself, because I mean to tell you that I don't even know if I complained. And I shamefully say that to you, because if I had respected myself enough, I want to say I wrote an email, but I could be wrong. But I should have stayed. I couldn't stay, actually, I believe, was the issue. But I should have stayed and talked to the supervisor, at least said something in a quick minute. But I was not disrespectful to the cashier at all. I don't even believe I raised my voice. Like I said, it was a split second of a thing. To me, or at least I thought it was. I got back what I thought was getting destroyed. And I thought we were going to go about, I was even going to have small talk. And then anyway. Now, had I had this conversation in front of you after that had happened, I might not be so nice. I'm a person that I have a potty mouth. I like to curse. It might start to come out as I become more comfortable with you all. I kind of consider myself someone without a filter. I know that I have often embarrassed myself, but if I had said that story in front of you right after it happened, I can't guarantee I would have been so nice, because I know when I got outside it was pretty shook even. I almost felt like maybe that's why I didn't complain. Not that I'm making excuses, but maybe I was in denial. Maybe I just didn't really think that happened. Anyway. I want you, however you want to put it. I know I've thrown out a bunch of words at you today. I want you to respect yourself. I want you to invest in yourself, time and energy. I want you to trust in me, trust in yourself, to carry this journey through, to make yourself feel better. I'm not saying it's going to happen all at once. Trust me, it takes a long time. But I want you to hang in with me. I promise I will be on the journey with you. I just want everybody to be happy with themselves. That's what this is all about. So, before I go, the surprise, whether it's a surprise to you or not, I'm not quite sure, but we're going to try to turn these videos into podcasts so that hopefully, if you can't watch them right at the moment, maybe you can listen to them, and once you are intrigued by the podcast, maybe you will view into the channel. I have to give all the credit for this idea to Jordan, and keep your fingers crossed that this happens. I think it's an exciting idea. I really do like challenging myself on different mediums and learning different things. Believe me, he said this is a learning curve for him as well. So I'm really kind of excited about it, and I hope that it all works out. So that is our, it's covered up, best blessed journey for today. That didn't work out very well. I'll have to figure out a better way to do that. But that being said, please have a good day. Go do great things. Be your best self. And please live your best blessed life. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.